Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 4 of the 10-day bead soup challenge. This video is dedicated to my dear friend Allison, who passed away peacefully last May. She had made a beautiful beaded curtain that she had hanging in her front window, and she worked on it over the course of quite a few years. And when she passed away, all of her close friends got a little piece of the curtain. This is mine, and I actually, after the fact, added this beautiful little piece from Amber that she'd given to me. So this is a very special piece that hangs on my art wall. So today I thought it would be really lovely just to go through our bead soup, find some special beads, and then you can find or make a little kind of pendant to go on the end of this. These pieces you can hang individually in the window as a sun catcher. If you make a bunch of them, you can hang them in a window like a little bead curtain. The possibilities are endless. And for the curtain pieces, Allison had actually put a whole bunch of these little split rings on them to hang them on a curtain rod, and I since removed it and just put a little hook so I could hook it around as a necklace as well if I wanted to. So what you're going to need for this project are your beads. I have my seed beads and my larger beads. You're going to need a nylon coated cord. This is tiger tail. If you don't have this flexible cord, you can get away with thinner wire like a 24 gauge wire. You need your tools, flat pliers and cutters. You need some crimps if you're using the beading cord. If not, you can just twist the wire in place. You're going to need a suction cup if you want to hang your piece in the window. I have a little split ring. This is what we used with Allison's dangling beads to hang them on a curtain rod. You don't really need this if you're just putting a single one on a suction cup or on a nail. I have a jump ring, and I'm just going to use this little found piece that I found in Allison's little box of treasures with her beads. It was a bracelet. She often took old pieces of jewelry and took them apart to put the little pendants on the end of the bead curtain pieces. So I'm going to use this little beautiful tree that was a bracelet and put it on the end of my beaded cord. I'm just going to add a little jump ring on the piece here, just in case I decided to remove it at some point. Then I'm going to put a couple of crimps on the tiger tail, just stick them through there. Then I'll put the tiger tail through the jump ring, and then put the end of the tiger tail back through the crimps. It works better if you have actual crimping tools, but in a pinch you can use the flat pliers. So just pinch them and give it a good pinch like that. And the fact that they're double crimped is going to make it stronger. Then we're just going to go through the bead soup and find some beads that we like. So I'm going to do a mix of larger ones and then go into my other mix and put some smaller ones. You can choose if you want to stick to the same family of colors, if you want to kind of change it up and have it all multicolored. It's totally up to you. So I'm just going to keep going and bead it all the way up. So once you get to the end, you're going to add 2 more crimps like we did from the beginning, and then take your split ring or whatever you want to hang it on, put it through there, and then bend this back. You just stick it right into the crimps, and then if you need some help, you're just going to take your pliers and push it through, and what it will do, it goes through the crimps and also back through a couple of the beads, and then from there you can pinch them with your pliers, or if you have crimpers, even better. So there you have your beautiful strand. It can hang a single one in the window. You could make a bunch of them to make a bead curtain, or you could just hang it on your wall. So if you don't have tiger tail, just take some 24 gauge wire and you can make a little loop on the bottom to attach whatever kind of pendant that you want. We'll just bend it around a couple of times to secure it and clip the end. And then you're just going to bead your way up there. And then to finish it off, you're just going to make a little loop at the top, hold it with your round pliers, and just bend it around a few times. and clip it. So I had this old necklace that was damaged, so I'm just going to take the pendant off there, take a jump ring, stick it on the butterfly, attach it to the bottom of our sun catcher, close it up, and then this can hang in the window with a little suction cup. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire work, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my wire work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below to my mailing list, I'll send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.